Hey, Truth Seekers, welcome back. Zach here. Today's big news story, even stealing attention from the Pope's visit, is that John Boehner, the leader of the 114th Congress, is stepping down. Everything about John Boehner's political career has been by the numbers, including him stepping down today, which I will show. Please know that the name John Boehner sums to 114. He is the leader of the 114th Congress. In the time he's been in Congress, the number 53 has followed him. He is stepping down today, or he's announced that he's resigning on October 30th. That is 35 days from today, the reflection of 53. His birthday is November 17th. That is 53 days from today. And in this post, I'm going to show how important this number 53 is to John Boehner's career. That's also 7 weeks and 4 days from today. Before we get to 53, I just want to show you the significance of this headline, Boehner to resign. Please keep in mind that John Boehner is who invited Pope Francis to speak at Congress, which he did yesterday, the day before Boehner's resignation. He's resigning in the time Pope Francis is here, after it was he who invited him. Boehner also invited President Netanyahu from Israel earlier this year. He's been doing some unprecedented things. But notice this headline, Boehner to resign, has gematria of 84 and 93. Numbers that are very important to this nation, numbers that connect as well to Pope Francis, who is here. United States of America and Pythagorean gematria is 84, just like Boehner to resign. With the capital S exception on states, it's 93, and with both S exceptions, it's 102. This number 84 is connected to the current president and the current pope. The current pope is the first Jesuit pope. Jesuit has gematria of 84. Pope Francis is born December 17th, 1936, a date with 84 numerology. The Jesuit order's birthday is this Sunday, September 27th, the day Pope Francis leaves. Also, Obama in Jewish gematria equals 84. His birthday is August 4th. This headline, Boehner to resign, has gematria of 174, just like the phrase New World Order. And think about the Republican president George Herbert Walker Bush, who once gave a speech about the New World Order. So, with regards to 53, this number of focus connecting to Boehner's resignation coming 53 days before his birthday, it's a very Catholic number, it's a very religious number, and it's very much connected to John Boehner, who's from Ohio, the 17th state. John Boehner's out of Ohio. Notice that the 17th prime number is 53. In the recitation of the Rosary, the prayer of the Ave Maria is repeated 53 times. Moreover, the prayer of the Pater is told 17 times in the Rosary. And again, 17, 53 is the 17th prime number. This one being composed of 3 rosaries, and 53 is the 17th prime number. There it is again. Catholic has that gematria of 35. He announced his resignation 35 days before his step down on October 30th. Rosary, a word with 33 gematria. John Boehner has a 33 life number. So I'm just trying to establish here the connection between all of these numbers and how they're so significant, why the Catholic Pope is in town, who John Boehner invited to Congress in the first place. A lot of significant things about 53. The First World War lasted 53 months from June 28th, ending November 11th, 1918, which began the holiday known as Armistice Day, later changed to Veterans Day. Also remember that World War has gematria of 114, just like John Boehner, the leader of the 114th Congress. Here's a good one. John Boehner, just days before the November 4th election, actually just 33 days before, put out this tweet. For 53 of the last 60 years, we've spent more than we've brought in. Would you do this in your own home? We can't do it as a country either. And anyone who's fooled by rhetoric like this is a sheep, because Republicans always spend way more while cutting taxes, an absolutely insane policy. That's like working less, making less money, and blowing up your credit card. People who fall for this rhetoric do not pay attention to reality. Notice he tweeted at 10:44, drop the zero, you have 144, the number connected to the mark of the beast, and more. There was this story about how Xavier visited John Boehner, then beat number 21 Georgetown 66-53. What's the sum of that, truth seeker? How about 119, like Star of David? Like that number the Zionists love. John Boehner, a Zionist agent. You can look up his Freedom Index card. Look at this. His cumulative Freedom Index score, 53%. On May 3rd, truth seeker, Obama made a joke. You can look this up. Look up Obama, orange is the new black. He made the joke on 5/3, May 3rd. Orange really is the new black. He was making the joke about John Boehner being his replacement because John Boehner is orange. The color orange has gematria of 53, truth seeker. Out in Ohio, where John Boehner's from, it is Fifth Third Bank that is in control. Fifth Third, kind of like 53. Cincinnati is known as the Queen City. Queen City has English gematria of 714. This year, Cincinnati hosted the All-Star Game on July 14th. Just want to throw that out there. Also, as I've been saying, there's been lots of hints about bad things coming for Boehner. There was this story from early this year, January 13th, 113-2015, about how a bartender tried to poison and kill him. The bartender's name was Michael Hoyt. Name gematria of 119. What else? The man who tried to kill him was 44-year-old. A 44-year-old, the kill number. You see, truth seeker? They just make this shit up. The initial headline today, Boehner resigns, gives us the October 30th resignation date. October is the only month with 33 gematria. John Boehner's born November 17th, 1949, a date with 33 numerology. Also a date with 96 numerology, like the word Freemason. The ranging degrees of Scottish Rite Freemasonry are 31, 32, 33. Add those three numbers together, it sums to 96, like the gematria of the word Freemason. And all these men in high posts are Masons and have Masonic connections. The day before he stepped down, it was announced that the Democrats weren't going to help him avoid the shutdown. Supposedly, they're going to do a shutdown over Planned Parenthood, a complete joke. Remember, we're talking about the federal government. Federal, one of those 33 words. The federal government is headquartered in Washington, D.C., which has gematria of 137, the 33rd prime number. Big Freemason Lodge in Washington, D.C., 33 pillars, 33 feet tall. A whole lot more. Earlier this year, Truth Seeker, on May 6th, there was the story of the 56th Speaker of the House dying. The 56th Speaker died on May 6th. Jim Wright. John Boehner was the 61st Speaker of the House, a number connected to God through Jewish gematria. Eric Cantor was the previous speaker. Eric and Cantor have gematria of 26, another word connected to God. All of this stuff is by the numbers, True Seeker. I'm just showing you this about Jim Wright, so you can see that what happened to him by the numbers is now happening to John Boehner by the numbers. This is how these Freemasons operate. Again, John Boehner is resigning while Pope Francis is here, who he invited, and he is resigning by some very Catholic numbers connected to Rosary and Catholicism itself. The only Catholic president was the 35th president, John F. Kennedy. Again, the word Catholic has Pythagorean gematria of 35. Earlier this year, Boehner invited Netanyahu to the United States of America. The visit was supposed to be on February 11th, the 42nd day of the year. They were calling themselves the New Congress at the time. New has that gematria of 42. The word Freemason, Pythagoreans, 42. It's all signs of a very bad joke waged against us, Truth Seeker. And notice that the word hell in Jewish gematria is 53. And I think we truly do live in hell on earth. And the reason it's hell is because we're all so apathetic and asleep and allow this madness to go on, waged against us day by day. This year, Benjamin Netanyahu will be coming back to the country November 9th, 119. Remember, Star of David sums to 119, the flag, the symbol of the Zionists. Netanyahu will be meeting with our president on November 9th, 119. But there it is. Boehner resigns by the numbers. He steps down 35 days later, 53 days before his birthday. My guess is he's awfully relieved. Because in the time I've seen John Boehner in Congress, a major talking head, he seems to get more and more depressed by the day. His smoky, sad voice. All right, Truth Seeker. Until next time.